welcome to listen and sleep. Find a comfortable position. Let your body settle into the pillow, the blanket, the quiet of this night. You have nowhere to be right now. Nothing to remember. Nothing to decide. Just listen. Just breathe. Let the words drift past you like a quiet river moving through the dark. Tonight, we travel to ancient India, to one of the most remarkable and mysterious choices a human being can make. The choice to give everything away. Absolutely everything. And to see what remains. Thousands of years ago, the sages of this land asked a question that has never grown old. What is a person when you take away their name? What is a person when you take away their home, their past, their role in the world? What remains? And is it possible to live in that remainder freely, lightly, fully? Dawn is only beginning to suggest itself beyond the horizon. The sky moves from black to deep blue, then to violet. The birds have not yet begun to sing. The air is cool and perfectly still, the kind of stillness that exists only in that one brief moment between night and morning, when the world seems to hold its breath. A man walks along a dusty road, alone. His clothing is the color of saffron, the color of autumn persimmon, the color of sunrise over the Ganges. The cloth is rough, plain, no embroidery, no ornament. It simply is, just as he simply is. In his right hand, a bamboo staff, long, smooth from years of being held. In his left, a copper vessel filled with water, dark, with a small dent near the base. He carries nothing else. No purse, no bundle on his back, no address to return to. He walks, calmly, without hurry. His steps are not loud. They are soft, like the breath of someone sleeping. Where is he going? No one knows. Perhaps he does not know himself. Or perhaps he knows something more important, that the road itself is his home. Each step is not movement toward something. It is simply a step, simply earth beneath his foot, simply morning opening ahead. Who is this man? What did he leave behind? What home did he walk away from? What people and why? Why did he choose the road over a house, silence over voices, emptiness over everything the world calls meaning? He is a sannyasi, a man who walked away, a man who renounced, a man who one day said, "Enough," not from weariness, not from grief, but from a very deep understanding. From the understanding that what is real begins where what is unnecessary ends. His story is one of the oldest in the world. It is thousands of years old, and it continues right now, tonight, while you lie in the dark and listen to these words. Somewhere in India, a man in saffron cloth is walking along just such a road, beneath just such a fading sky. In time, we will learn who he is, how he became himself, what it means to live without a name and without a home, and what remains when you give everything away. The ancient sages of India did not see human life the way we tend to see it. They did not see chaos or chance or a collection of events without connection. They saw a path, orderly, like a road through a forest, with turns in the right places, with resting places when rest was needed, with discoveries that waited only for the patient. They called this path ashrama dharma, the teaching of the 4 seasons of life. And if you look at it long enough, it begins to seem not merely a rule, but a description of something very real, something that is already happening to each of us, whether or not we notice. Imagine a year. It has spring, a time of awakening, of hungry growth, of green that absorbs everything. It has summer, heat, fullness, abundance. It has autumn, the slow releasing, the quiet of ripening. And it has winter, when the earth retreats into itself, and in that depth prepares for a new cycle. This is how human life is arranged, the sages said. 4 seasons, 4 ashramas, each with its own task, its own rhythm, its own particular smell and light. The first is brahmacharya, studenthood, the spring of a person, a time of filling, of questions, of first steps across unknown ground. The second is grihastha, the householder, summer, a full house, full hands, life dense and heavy as a ripened fruit. The third is vanaprastha, the withdrawal toward the forest. Autumn. The children have grown. The hands are beginning to free themselves. Something starts to pull toward the distance. The fourth is sannyasa, complete renunciation. Winter, quiet, clear, without excess. These are not 4 different lives. They are one, continuous, like a river that changes its banks but remains itself. The water is always the same. Only the channel is different. And this is important. The ancients did not consider any one season better than another. The student is not lesser than the teacher. The householder is not lower than the hermit. Each ashrama is complete. Each carries its own beauty and its own meaning. To mix up their order is to rush the river. The river knows where to flow. People sometimes think that renunciation is escape, that a person leaves because things went badly, because they failed, because they have nothing more to offer. But in this ancient map, everything is arranged differently. Sannyasa does not come from exhaustion. It comes from fullness. Only someone who has truly lived through spring and summer can enter autumn without bitterness. You cannot give away what you never had. You cannot release what you never held. This is the quiet wisdom of the 4 ashramas. They do not limit a person. They give permission. Permission to learn while young. Permission to live at full strength while mature. Permission to slow down when the time comes. And permission to let go when there is nothing left to hold. Each of these 4 steps is not a rejection of the one before it. It is its continuation. Spring does not die in summer. It dissolves into it. And summer does not disappear in autumn. It gathers within it, like water in a deep lake. Soon we will walk this path ourselves, step by step. We begin with morning, with the season when everything is just beginning, when the earth is still fresh and a person does not yet know what lies ahead. He is 7 years old, or 8, still very small, his arms thin, his eyes large, his neck more slender than the staff that is placed in his hands on the day he leaves home to go to the teacher. This is called Upanayana, the initiation into studenthood, one of the most important days of a life. His father ties a sacred thread over his shoulder himself, thin, white, twisted from 3 strands. This thread will be with him for many years. It means this person has entered the teaching. He is now a student. The boy walks away. His mother watches him go. She does not weep. That is not the custom, but her fingers tighten at her waist, and only the birds hear what she whispered after him. The Gurukula is not in a town. It always stands a little apart, in a forest, by a river, on the slope of a hill. The teacher's hut. Around it, several smaller huts for the students, an enclosed yard, a tree beneath which they read the texts, another tree where they kindle the morning fire. There are no comforts here, no servants. Everything is done by the students themselves. They chop wood, carry water, wash the vessels, sweep the yard. This is not humiliation. It is part of the teaching, through the body toward the mind, through the hands toward the heart. Early rising. It is still dark when the first student lights the fire. The smell of smoke rising through morning dew. The sound of water poured into a copper pot. Then silence. Then the teacher's voice beginning the first mantra. And after it, the children's voices, uneven, still half asleep, repeating it syllable by syllable. They learn the Vedas, not read them, but truly learn them. By heart, word by word, verse by verse, with the correct emphasis, the correct breath, the correct gesture of the hand, because it was believed that when a word is spoken rightly, it lives. It becomes a force. And these ancient texts, which we have spoken of in our story of the Vedas, the students carry inside themselves, as a vessel carries water. The student does not choose what to learn. He does not ask why. He trusts. This, too, is part of the teaching. To learn to trust before you understand. Because understanding comes later, when the vessel is already full. The guru is not simply a teacher. He is one who dispels darkness. The very word is built from 2 sounds. Gu means darkness. Ru means light. The student lives in his home. eats at his table, learns from him not only texts, but how to hold the body in cold, how to speak the truth when it is frightening, how to fall silent when you want to speak. Years pass. 12 years is the standard period of study, sometimes more. In that time, the boy becomes a young man. His body grows, his voice changes, his hand grows firm on the staff. But most importantly, something changes within. The vessel has filled. Now he can carry. At the end of the learning comes another ceremony. The teacher releases the student, gives him a final teaching. Sometimes one word, sometimes silence, and the student returns to the world, returns changed, carrying something that can no longer be taken away. Brahmacharya is the morning. It ends. Midday arrives. The world waits for him in all its loud, warm, demanding fullness. He comes home. His parents open the door, older by those 12 years, but joyful. His mother presses her palm to his cheek as if to check whether he is real. He is real. He is here. Grihastha begins. The stage of the householder, the longest, the densest, the fullest of life, with all its weight and all its sweetness. Soon there will be a wedding. A young wife will be brought to the house to the sound of drums and the fragrance of flowers. Her cheeks colored red, turmeric yellow on her forehead. A sacred fire is lit in the house, and the couple walks around it 7 times. Each circle is a promise to protect, to provide, to honor, to remain, for as long as the earth holds their feet. Morning in such a house is never quiet. The smell of clarified butter spreads through the yard before dawn. The wife lighting the kitchen fire, heating ghee in a copper pot. The small bell at the household altar rings softly, once, then again. One of the children is already awake and stirring in the corner. Through the window, rice fields heavy with night dew. Children. There will be several, 3, 4, sometimes more, each with their own voice, their own character, their own illness in the rainy season. They need watching over. They need teaching. They need to be shown that truth matters more than advantage, that a guest in the house is a god visiting, that parents in old age need care no less than infants. The ancient texts called Grihastha the foundation of all 4 ashramas. The foundation, because only the householder feeds the world. His labor sustains the students in the Gurukula, the hermits in the forest, and the sannyasi on the road. His offering is sometimes someone's only meal of the day. His dharma is the most earthly of all, and the most necessary. Dharma in Grihastha looks simple. Feed the guest even when food is scarce. Pay the debt on time even when it is hard. Accompany to the final, resting those who lived nearby. Do not deceive in trade. Do not forget the flame at the altar. Do not let a single day pass without gratitude. In this simplicity lies great work. Through it, a person passes through everything. Artha, material well-being, a home, food, sustenance, kama, love, closeness, joy, losses, illness, death, separation, and a slow, almost invisible ripening within. Like a fruit that swells on a branch for a long time, nearly unnoticed, and then one morning is found to be heavy and ready. Notice, neither asceticism nor long hours of silence are needed for this ripening. It happens in the most ordinary life, in the fatigue of work, in patience with children, in the silence of sitting beside an ill parent, in how a person meets what cannot be changed. Years fold into decades. Hair turns from black to gray. The lines beside the eyes deepen. Children become parents themselves. Grandchildren are in the house now, and their voices fill the yard again. And something begins to shift. Not outside, but within. Something difficult to name. The hands still do what is needed, but the gaze sometimes travels further than the horizon, toward the place where the trees close together and the road disappears into shadow. The ancients called this a sign that midday has passed, that the sun has begun its slow descent toward evening, and that it is time, quietly, without hurry, to begin preparing for the next step. His temples are completely white now, his beard as well. His hands are still strong, but his movements have become slower, more deliberate. He sits at the threshold of the house in the evening, watching his grandson play in the yard. He watches for a long time, quietly, with a strange expression, neither sadness nor joy, something between. The children have long been grown. They have their own homes, their own fires, their own concerns. The house no longer needs him the way it once did. The world is managing. And one morning he says to his son, "It is time." Everyone in the village knows this word. It does not mean death. It means the departure into vanaprastha, the third season of life, the time when a person turns slowly away from the world, the way a leaf turns slowly away from the wind. The son receives the keys to the house. He receives the grain in the stores, the livestock in the yard, the debts and the duties. He is ready. He has lived close enough to his father, long enough to learn. Where now? Not far, beyond the village, toward the forest, to the place where the trees grow thicker and the smell of the earth changes. There stands a small hut. Sometimes they built it themselves, by hand. Sometimes it was already there, left by someone who had walked this path before him. The wife could go with him. That was her choice, to stay or to go alongside. Many went together, 2 white heads at one fire. This too was a form of closeness, quiet, wordless, already quite different from what it had been in youth. Bright clothing they left in the house. They put on coarse fabric, gray, brown, sometimes pale ochre, not for beauty, for simplicity. The body was beginning to learn a new measure, less warmth, less softness, less excess. They slept on a mat, on the ground, covered with dry grass. They ate what the forest gave, fruits, roots, berries, sometimes grain brought by someone from the village. This was enough, more than enough. In the mornings, a fire, small at the threshold of the hut. The fire in Vanaprastha was neither a cooking fire nor an altar fire. It was a contemplative fire. They lit it, watched it, fed it twigs, watched it again. Something thought itself in the flames, something that had been waiting years for quiet. This time was called the slow rehearsal of departure, a farewell to the world in installments, not one sharp gesture, but gradually, the way evening gradually deepens into night, without a clear boundary, without an exact moment when it became dark. Attachments were not cut away with a knife. They let go on their own, the way leaves let go from a branch in autumn. Not because they are torn off, but because their time has come, because they have completed their purpose. The village remembered them. People would visit sometimes to bring food, to ask counsel. Young people sometimes came, not with urgent questions, but simply to be nearby, because near them was a particular stillness. The stillness of people who are no longer afraid of losing anything. If you have ever sat beside a very old person, someone who no longer needs to prove anything, no longer needs to obtain anything, you know this peace. It is not empty. It is full, like a quiet lake in which the sediment has long since settled. If this story speaks to you, please like it and follow the channel. There are many more quiet stories ahead, the kind that are best heard before sleep. Vanaprastha is not an ending. It only prepares for what lies ahead. The most difficult and the most liberating step of all four. The thing that is already ripening in these forests, the way fire ripens in embers when you stop blowing on them. Ahead is a ritual, one that changes a person forever, one in which the old name burns away and a new one is born. Viraj Homa, the fire ceremony that the ancients called one's own funeral, and which turns out to be a beginning. There are rituals that are difficult to understand at first glance. They can seem strange, even frightening, but behind each of them is not fear, but resolve, not an ending, but a beginning. This is exactly what the rite that begins the sannyasi's life is like. This ceremony is called Viraj Homa, the fire ceremony of renunciation, and the person standing before the fire does something impossible. He buries himself while still alive. Not in a figurative sense, literally. Before dawn, a sacred fire is kindled. The teacher sits beside it. The student bows before the flame, and a long ritual begins. the words of the mantras rise together with the smoke. Each verse is a farewell to what he was, to what he carried. An offering of dough and clay is placed into the fire. It represents the body that is departing. It disappears in the flames slowly, gradually, the way light fades into dusk. Then the man removes the sacred thread, the cord that was tied on his shoulder as a child, on the day of his initiation into studenthood. For many years, it lay on his shoulder. It marked his caste, his family, his place in the world. He throws it into the fire. The flame accepts it. Then his rings, if he had any, symbols of his lineage, symbols of earthly obligations. The fire takes those too. His head is shaved, unhurried. With each hair that falls, something else falls with it. The blade moves quietly across the skin, and the silence all around grows deeper. The teacher speaks a new name. The old name has died with the man who stood at the fire. He has a different name now. And this name is no longer one of family or lineage. It is a name of silence, a name that belongs not to a person, but to the path. He is dressed in saffron, cloth the color of sunset, the color of fire, the color of sacrifice. This color in India has meant one thing since time beyond memory, a departure from the world toward something greater. He receives a staff, the danda. He receives a copper vessel, the kamandalu, filled with water, everything he will need from now on. And from this moment, for his relatives, he is dead. For those who loved him, he is gone. If he meets his mother on the road, she will not call him by name, because that name no longer exists. If he returns to the village where he grew up, no one is obliged to recognize him. He has crossed a threshold that is not crossed back. This sounds harsh, but try to feel it differently. Imagine what it is like when everything is removed from you. Your name, your past, your obligations, your standing, when all that remains is breath and the road before you. When you no longer need to prove anything, no longer reach for anything, no longer fear losing anything, because you have already lost everything, willingly. with witnesses, in fire. Perhaps this is what true freedom is. Not the kind that is given, but the kind that is chosen. The fire burns down. The smoke disperses into the morning air. The teacher falls silent. The new sannyasi rises, takes the staff, takes the first step. Where is he going? Nowhere in particular, and everywhere. The road is his home now. The horizon is his wall. The sky is his roof. In his hands remain a new name, a wooden staff, and a copper vessel filled with water. 3 things. Soon you will understand why exactly these, and why exactly 3. 3 objects in his hands, and 5 promises in his heart. It is on these 8 things that everything rests. The sannyasi's life looks simple from the outside, but behind that simplicity is enormous precision. Each object has been chosen deliberately. Each vow has been thought through completely. This is not poverty. This is architecture. We begin with the promises. The first is ahimsa. The word means non-harm, to cause pain to no living being, not through action, not through words, not through thought. The sannyasi filters water so as not to crush a tiny creature. He chooses a path around an anthill. He does not raise his voice, because a word is also a weapon, and it wounds in ways that go unnoticed. The second is satya, truth, to speak only what is, not to embellish, not to diminish, not to conceal for the sake of convenience. This is harder than it seems. A lie is often softer than the truth. It smooths corners, helps avoid conflict, spares other people's feelings. But the sannyasi refuses this comfort. His word is exact, like a stone. The third is asteya, not to take what belongs to another, not even what lies unclaimed, not even what no one is looking for. If you have been given something, take it. If you have not been given it, go without. This vow teaches the ability to see the difference between need and greed. The fourth is brahmacharya. This word is most often translated as celibacy, but more precisely, it means living in Brahman, in the highest reality. Refusing all physical pleasures is not a punishment. It is a redirection. The energy the body spends on desire now flows upward, into practice, into meditation, into quiet. The fifth is a parigraha, not to accumulate. This is perhaps the most radical of the vows, because accumulation is one of the oldest instincts, to store up for winter, to set aside for later, to leave something for the children. A parigraha says, no, whatever comes today leaves today. Tomorrow something new will come, or it will not, and that too is fine. Now, the three objects: the staff, the danda, made of bamboo, sometimes one piece, sometimes triple. 3 shafts represent 3 forces the sannyasi takes under command: power over the body, power over speech, power over the mind. The staff is always present. It supports him in walking. It protects him in the night. It is a reminder of the 3 things that must be governed, especially when that is difficult. The vessel, the kamandalu, copper, round, with a narrow neck. Inside, water, only water. Each day it is drawn fresh from a river, a well, a spring. Each day the water is new. The vessel is an image of the body. The body, too, is filled again and again with water, with breath, with food, with impressions. What matters is not what flows into it. What matters is that it remains clean. The mala of Rudraksha beads. Dark, almost black seeds from a tree that grows in the Himalayas. According to tradition, the tears of Shiva fell to the earth and grew into this tree. Rudraksha means the eyes of Rudra, the ancient name of Shiva. Each bead is one count of a mantra. The fingers move in a circle. The mantra repeats. The mind grows calm, like water in a copper vessel when you stop shaking it. Sometimes a sannyasi carries nothing at all. Absolutely nothing. There is a tradition in which the monk gives up even cloth. He walks without covering. The sky is his only blanket. The earth is his only bed. This is not madness. It is absolute consistency. If everything is illusion, then clothing is illusion too. If the body is not yours, why conceal it? 5 vows, and 3 objects. This is not a monastery charter, not a list of prohibitions. It is a map. It does not show what cannot be done. It shows where the path lies. And to walk it, alone or among brothers, thousands have walked these roads, each carrying the same simplicity, the same staff, the same vessel, the same 5 words spoken once at a fire. But one man decided that scattered solitary travelers were not enough, that silence is stronger when it has name and places. We will hear of him shortly. He walked all of India on foot, and wherever he stopped, a monastery grew. The 8th century. India is vast and fragmented. Hundreds of kingdoms, thousands of villages, countless traditions, disputes without end. Sannyasas drift along the roads alone. Each carries his own understanding. Each belongs to his own lineage. There is little common language. And then a boy from Kerala steps onto the road. His name is Shankara. He has not yet reached 30 years of age, but he has already received his initiation, has already studied under the great teacher Govinda, already knows the Upanishads not as words, but as breath. He will walk across India on foot, the entire subcontinent from the far south to the northern snows, in sandals and with a staff. He walks not to see the sights. He walks to debate, to meet sages, philosophers, and teachers of other schools, and to ask them the most essential questions. What is Brahman? What is Atman? Where does illusion end and reality begin? Shankara prevailed in hundreds of disputes. By the custom of those times, the one who lost accepted the view of the one who won. And so, Shankara gathers a vast scattered brotherhood under one understanding. But debates alone are not enough. Places are needed, points on the map where one can arrive, where the tradition lives, where it can be passed forward. Shankara establishes 4 monasteries, 4 mathas, one at each cardinal direction, like 4 pillars holding up the sky. In the south, in the foothills of the western Ghats, Sringeri, where the Tunga River runs over stones and forest canopies close above the water, Shankara spent several years there. It is said he built an altar on the bank, and the fire there has never been extinguished since. Sringeri holds the lineage of names Sarasvati and Bharati, names that sound like rivers. In the east, Puri, a city by the sea where the great temple of Jagannatha faces the waves of the Bay of Bengal, the salt wind off the water, the sound of waves. The monastery in Puri carries the lineage of Aranya and Arani, of forests and fires. In the west, Dvaraka, the city that, according to tradition, was built by Krishna and was later swallowed by the sea. The monastery stands on the shore, facing the horizon. It holds the lineages of Tirtha and Ashrama. In the north, Jyotirmath. In the Himalayas, where the mountain air cuts the lungs with its purity, and snowy peaks are visible in any weather. The home of the lineage of Giri and Parvata, names of mountains. 4 cardinal directions, 4 monasteries, and 10 names. This is what Shankara creates, the Dashanami Sampradaya, the order of 10 names. A sannyasi who has received initiation adds one of the 10 to his new name. Sarasvati, the wisdom of rivers. Bharati, the wisdom of speech. Giri, of mountains. Puri, of the city. Tirtha, at the crossing, at the sacred ford. Aranya, of the forest. Vana, also of the forest, the wild one. Parvata, the mountain peak. Sagara, of the ocean. Ashrama, the place of solitude. 10 shades of a single silence. A sannyasi from Sringeri and a sannyasi from Jyotirmath may never meet. Thousands of miles separate them. But they share one name of a tradition, one fire, the one Shankara kindled in the 8th century, and it burns to this day. Think about this. A boy from Kerala, with no possessions and no army, walked the entire country on foot, and instead of fortresses, he built monasteries. Instead of laws, he passed on names. Instead of power, he left a tradition that is now 13 centuries old. He died very young, according to some accounts, at 32 years of age, according to others, at 33. His body was exhausted, but the work was done. the four mathas stand today. The fire in Sringeri has never gone out. The 10 names are spoken every day at every fire of initiation. The line has not been broken. But Shankara did not gather everyone. There was one wing of the tradition that went its own way, a far steeper way, a far more severe one. Those who refused even saffron cloth and chose ash instead. The 16th century. India is on fire. Not in a figurative sense, in the most literal one. The armies of the Mughal Empire move from north to south. Sacred cities change hands. Temples are destroyed or closed. Pilgrims are afraid to take to the roads. Places that had been considered untouchable for centuries are now threatened. Then one man asks himself a question. His name is Madhusudana Sarasvati, a scholar, a philosopher, a master of the Upanishads, one of the sharpest minds of his time. He lived in Bengal, among books and debates, among those who sought truth in words. But words do not stop armies. And Madhusudana sees this clearly. He asks himself, what will become of the tradition if there is no one to protect it? What will become of the fire if there is no one to stand around it? And he makes a decision. He gathers sannyasis, not those sitting in meditation in quiet caves. He seeks those with strong bodies and fearless eyes, those who have nothing left to lose, because they already died once at the fire of Viraj Homa. He trains them in the martial arts, in wrestling, in weapons, in formation. The ascetic learns to hold not only a staff, but a trident. And so, the Naga Babas are born. Their appearance is unlike anything else. The body is bare, no cloth, not even saffron. The skin is covered in ash, ash from funeral pyres. They live among death. They use it as a reminder of what has already happened. They have already died. They have nothing to fear. Their hair has not been cut for years, matted into long knots gathered at the back of the head or wound up in a tower. Their eyes are calm, not hostile, not fierce, but calm, the way someone looks who holds on to nothing. They are gathered into akhadas, brotherhoods, monastic orders of warriors. Juna Akada, Niranjani Akada, Mahanirvani Akada, each with its own tradition, its own lineage of initiation, its own hierarchy, but a common purpose: to guard the sacred, to stand where others would turn away. They did their work. Pilgrimage routes remained open, holy places held. Centuries passed. The political wars ended. The weapons of the Nagas today are mostly symbolic. A metal trident is not for battle, but they carry it still, because the meaning is not in the blade. The meaning is in what the trident calls to mind. 3 points, 3 worlds, 3 states, 3 forces the ascetic holds in balance. About these warrior ascetics, about the path of the Naga, about their remarkable practices, we will speak at greater length in a separate story. This is an entire world that deserves its own time and its own silence. For now, just one image. Imagine dawn, fog over the river, and from that fog emerge figures, bare, covered in ash, carrying tridents. They walk silently toward the water. They enter it without a sound. They stand waist deep in the cold current, and they look toward the horizon, toward where the sun is rising. They fear nothing. They do not need to fear anything. They have already given away everything that could be given. And it is exactly these people who enter the river first on the day when everything converges, when the stars stand as they stood at the moment of creation, when millions of people come to one bank. This day comes once in 12 years, and its name rings like the sound of a bell. Kumbh Mela. Once in 12 years, the stars reach a particular alignment. Jupiter enters the sign of Aquarius. The sun and moon line up in a row. Astrologers calculate this combination far in advance, many years ahead. And as it approaches, all of India begins to move. From caves emerge those who have not been seen for years. From mountain monasteries descend hermits known only by name. From the crossroads of roads rise sannyasas who have wintered there alone. They walk, all in one direction, north, toward Prayaga. Prayaga is the place where 3 rivers meet. The Ganga and the Yamuna come together to hear visibly in the open air. the green water of the Yamuna mingles with the pale gray of the Ganga, and for a long stretch does not fully merge with it, running alongside in a different color. The third river, the Sarasvati, is invisible. It flows underground. It cannot be touched. It can only be felt. 3 rivers, 3 worlds, 3 states in which a person lives. And at the point of their meeting, a particular power. Kumbh Mela, the largest peaceful gathering of human beings on earth. No city in the world has ever brought together so many in one place. Tens of millions of people over the course of 1 month. But the outward number is not the main thing. The main thing is the silence that is born inside all that noise. In the days before the main bathing, the bank of the Ganga is transformed. White tents and orange pavilions rise in rows. The smoke of fires drifts over the water. The sounds of bells, conch shells, and mantras do not stop by day or by night. The smell of flowers, incense, smoke, and wet earth blend into one smell that is difficult to describe. The smell of 1,000,000 prayers. The night before the main bathing is the longest. Everyone waits. Monks sit at fires. Ascetics meditate. Pilgrims wrapped in thin blankets do not sleep. The sky above Prayaga is full of stars, the kind that are only visible where there are no city lights. And then dawn comes, not yet light, but no longer dark. That boundary when the sky turns deep blue and the last star fades from it. The Shahi Snan begins, the royal bathing. The first to enter the water are the Nagas of Juna Akada, bare, covered in ash, carrying tridents. They walk into the Ganga without hurry. The body meets the cold water and accepts it. They submerge, raise their hands, speak a mantra. Their voices are solitary in this vast space, and at the same time part of something immense. After them, the other Akadas, in strict order, Niranjani, Mahanirvani, then the other brotherhoods, then millions of ordinary people, pilgrims, old men and women, children, mothers with infants in their arms. The river receives everyone. Fires on the shore, ash in the air, and the same whisper repeated by millions of voices, softly, without force, like an exhale. Om Namah Shivaya. Feel it if you can. You are standing waist deep in the river. Around you, thousands of people. But the noise does not press down on you. It carries you, like an enormous wave that does not break you, but lifts you. And for a moment, you stop feeling where your body ends and the water begins, where your voice is and where the voice of everyone else is. This is Kumbh Mela, not a festival, not a pilgrimage in the ordinary sense. It is a great point of convergence. Those who have given everything meet those who have not yet decided. And in that meeting, there is no difference. One water, one sky, one mantra. And then the gathering ends. The ascetics disperse. Some return to a cave for 5 years. Some go into the mountains until a future life. Some simply dissolve back into the roads of India, alone, with a staff, with a copper vessel. And ordinary days begin again, days of which there are thousands exactly like them. No festival, no crowd, no river filled with millions of prayers. Only the road, only the morning, only one step after another. And in these ordinary days lies the true mystery of the path. The day begins before light arrives. It is still dark. The stars have not yet faded above the trees, and already he is sitting, motionless, cross-legged on the ground, eyes closed, face turned toward what has not yet arrived. No alarm, no schedule, only the body which knows on its own when it is time to wake, and the mind which does not resist, but simply unfolds like a leaf slowly toward quiet. Meditation for the sannyasi is not an effort. It is more like listening, as if someone sits beside a river and waits, asking nothing of the water, simply sitting, breathing, observing. Then dawn comes. First, a pale, almost silver shimmer above the horizon. Then pink, warm. The birds speak first. Then the wind. Then the air itself wakes, dense with the smell of grasses and wet earth. He rises. He rinses his hands and face in a river or in a puddle by the road. in whatever is there. The water is cold. This is good. The cold brings him back into the body. It reminds him, you are here, now, nowhere else. Then the walking, simply walking, without a destination, because the destination is the movement itself. The road underfoot is dirt, dusty, sometimes stony, sometimes soft near the riverbank. The staff touches the ground, step by step by step, in one rhythm with the footfalls, in one rhythm with the breath. This sound is the only schedule. Walk until the body says, enough. Sometimes that is 2 hours, sometimes 5, sometimes the whole day, because the body does not tire when you walk without hurry, when each step is not toward something, but simply a step. Hunger arrives on its own, without a schedule, and then the bhiksha begins. 3 houses, sometimes 5, no more. He approaches a threshold and stands in silence. No word, no gesture, simply standing with a bowl in his hands. A person who has come, a person who waits. The woman of the house comes out and places in it what there is. A handful of rice, some dal, sometimes a piece of flat bread, still warm. He bows his head in thanks and walks away. This is not begging. It is an exchange. He accepts food and leaves behind something invisible. His presence, his silence, his prayers for the threshold of that home. The ancient texts say that to feed a sannyasi is a great blessing, because he carries something that cannot be bought. He eats once. He sits somewhere in the shade of a tree, on a stone by the road. He places everything he has received into one bowl. He eats slowly. He eats with awareness, not thinking of yesterday or tomorrow, only of this rice, this smell, this momentary gratitude that the body is nourished. Then again, the road, or rest beneath a tree. Sometimes a conversation with someone who approaches of their own accord. A traveler, a farmer, a child with curious eyes. Words are rare, precise, only what is needed. Then silence again. Evening arrives slowly. The light turns golden, then orange, then dims. He looks for a place to sleep, not a house, not an inn, a tree with broad branches, a cave at the foot of a slope, an open riverbank, if the night is warm. He makes a small fire, the duni, a few branches, a few leaves. The fire catches slowly, reluctantly, then grows alive, orange, breathing. He sits before it. He watches the fire the way one watches water, without a purpose, simply looking. Sometimes he sings, quietly, barely audibly, a mantra or some bhajan that stayed with him from youth, from what feels like another life. The words go out into the night and do not return. Then the fire dies down on its own, and the darkness becomes complete. The stars overhead are the same ones that thousands of years ago looked down on others who sat just so at another fire in another forest. This gives something. The sense that you are part of something very old, very large, very still. He lies down on the ground, on a thin mat or a piece of cloth. He closes his eyes, and there is nothing that needed to be done before sleep came. No unfinished business, no unspoken words. The day was lived, all of it, whole, without remainder. Tomorrow will be another day, another road, other homes, other faces at thresholds. But something will remain the same. This rhythm, this simplicity, this sense that life asks nothing unnecessary of you. That life itself is sufficient. When it has been freed of what was weighing it down. Perhaps you know this feeling. The moment when everything unnecessary has fallen away and only what matters remains. Breath, warmth, quiet. The sannyasi does not seek this moment. He simply lives in it, every day, without exception. But there is another path to this, a path that requires no staff and no saffron, a path that was known to one king long ago in another city on another night. His name was Janaka. He ruled the kingdom of Mithila, wealthy, populous, alive with noise, gold on his throne, elephants in the courtyard, hundreds of advisors, thousands of servants, the smell of incense in high halls. War and peace were decided by his single word. And yet he was free, completely, without reservation. The ancients called him a Jivan Mukta, one who is liberated while still living, not someone who went to the forest, not someone who removed ornaments and put on saffron, but someone who stayed and was not touched by any of it, like a lotus growing in water and remaining dry. One night, the palace caught fire. The flames ran along the wooden walkways, licked the curtains, rose into the sky. The courtiers shouted. The servants rushed to save belongings, jewel boxes, garments, scrolls, vessels. Everyone in the palace grabbed what they could and dragged it away. Fear was everywhere, in voices, in faces, in the sound of running feet. Janaka walked out of the palace, unhurried. He stood and watched the fire. Then he said quietly, almost to himself, "Mithila is burning, but nothing in me burns." The sound of those words alone makes everything clear, not because he did not love his palace, not because he was indifferent, but because somewhere inside him was a point the fire could not reach, a quiet point, still, the very one that had always been there, before the palace and after it. We have spoken before about the path of action, about karma yoga, about the teaching Krishna gave Arjuna on the field of Kurukshetra, about how you can do your duty without attachment to its results. This is the seed of inner sannyasa. You act, but not for yourself. You give, but do not count what you have given. You live, but do not cling to that life. The Bhagavad Gita speaks of such sannyasa directly. There are two paths of renunciation, it says. One is to leave the world. The other is to remain in it and yet belong to nothing in it. And the second, the Gita says, is no less than the first. Sometimes it is even harder, because it is far simpler to go to the forest than to live among people and remain a clear mirror. Janaka was exactly such a mirror. He reflected everything, but held on to nothing. Joy passed through him. Grief passed through him. Power, honors, wealth, everything moved through him like wind through a lattice window. It did not linger. It did not cling. Karma sannyasa, the ancients called this. Sannyasa through action, not giving away all that is external, but giving away what is internal. The very grip of the hand, the very desire to possess, the very conviction that anything belongs to you. Think about this. A person can spend an entire life in a monastery and still hold on inside to a grievance, to the past, to an image of themselves. And a person can live in the noise of a city, raise children, go to market, come home, and be inwardly quiet and free. Like someone who sits by a fire and watches the flame, knowing the fire will not burn them. This is not indifference. There is a very fine difference between someone who feels nothing and someone who feels everything and does not lose themselves in it. Janaka wept, the texts say. He laughed. He made decisions. He ruled. All of this happened. But behind all of it was a silence, the same one that does not burn. People came to him to learn. Great sages, Brahmins, men who had given up everything, sat at the feet of a king in golden robes and listened, because he knew what they had only read about. Perhaps you too know this moment, when something outside collapses and inside it is quiet, when something hurts but behind the pain there is peace. This is the touch of that very space, the space that does not burn. That was always there, before the name, before the story, before everything. The sannyasi in Saffron walks the road with his staff. The king sits on his throne in gold. But if you look to where they are both quiet, there is no difference. There is the same silence, the same still point called by different names. From kings and sages to those who lived not so very long ago, to voices that have not yet fully dissolved. Their lives are like individual fires along a long road of tradition. Among them were those whose names have reached us, not because they sought fame, quite the opposite. They departed, and the world watched them and remembered. The first voice, Swami Rama Tirtha, a young man from a mathematics lectureship in Lahore, brilliant, precise, in love with numbers. He knew equations the way others know poems. He could speak for hours about the nature of numbers, about the structure of the universe hidden in formulas. And then, suddenly, he went silent. He gathered a few things. He went to the Himalayas. Later, he said that mathematics had brought him to an edge, to the place where numbers end and something else begins. The number for infinity can be written, but it cannot be embraced. Numbers are only shadows of the One, he said, shadows of something that cannot be measured, but can be felt. He went where that something was close, to the mountains, to silence, to the snow. The second voice, Swami Sivananda. He was a doctor. He worked in Malaysia in a colonial hospital, treating workers on the plantations, seeing illness and death every day. Then he left everything and traveled to Rishikesh, a small town on the banks of the Ganga at the foot of the Himalayas, where ascetics and hermits had gathered since ancient times. There he took sannyasa and stayed. But he did not become a recluse. He built an ashram, simple and open. He received all who came. He treated sick sannyasis and ordinary wanderers. He taught not only meditation, but also practical, concrete things. How to breathe, how to eat, how to care for the body, because the body is also an instrument of the path. His library was open. His kitchen fed everyone. Sivananda said, serve, love, give, purify, meditate, realize. 6 words. An entire life in 6 words. No complex philosophies, no tangled paths. Only this, again and again. The third voice, Swami Chidananda, his successor. A quiet man, very quiet. Those who saw him said that peace radiated from him, physically felt, like warmth. He walked barefoot until the very end of his long life, on any road, in any weather, feet on the ground, always feet on the ground. Once he was asked why he did not wear shoes. He smiled and answered, I want to feel where I am going. That is all. Not philosophy, a simple sensation. Earth underfoot, the present underfoot. But behind every name we know are hundreds of thousands of names we do not know. They went into the mountains and did not return, not because they perished, they simply went. Forever. They found a cave away from the trails, away from human roads, and they stayed. A year, 10 years, a whole life. Snow covered their tracks at the entrance to the cave. The wind carried away the smoke of their small fires. No one recorded their names. No one came to ask them questions. They simply were. Quiet, invisible points in the vast body of the Himalayas, like stars that burn but cannot be seen in daylight. It is said that in some places in the Himalayas, in Uttarakhand, in Garhwal, in the valleys near the source of the Ganga, the air is different. Not simply clean, different, as though something remained in it from all those who sat there in silence. Their breath, their stillness, their long, patient presence. Travelers who arrived in these places by chance described the same thing. A sudden desire to go quiet, to stop, to simply sit, not to think. They did not understand where it came from. But perhaps this was that very silence, transmitted from generation to generation, not through words, but through the air itself, not through books, but through the space. Tradition lives not only in texts, not only in names. It lives in those who continue quietly, invisibly, without names. Right now, while you listen, somewhere in the mountains, a person sits by a fire, or walks along a dusty road with a staff in hand, or stands at the threshold of a stranger's house with a bowl in his palms. The thread has not been broken. It has only grown fine, the way the strongest threads do. And it leads us back to where we began this journey, to the dawn, to the road, to that solitary figure in Saffron we saw at the very start. Return to that dawn, to that road we glimpsed at the beginning. A pale horizon above the trees, dust not yet stirred by the morning wind, and a man in saffron walking slowly with a staff in hand, with a copper vessel that makes a faint sound as he moves. Now we know more. We know what came before this dawn. We know what he gave away. His name, his home, his caste, his family. We know the fire he passed through, the ritual in which he died to one life and was born into another. We know what he carries in his bowl and what he carries nothing of at all. And still he walks, simply walks, as he walked yesterday, as he will walk tomorrow. The road is long, no end is visible, and this does not frighten him, because he does not need an end. We have been asking from the beginning, what remains in a person when they give everything away? When the name is gone, what remains? When the home, the history, the attachments, everything you called yourself is gone, what remains at the bottom? Here is the answer that the sages gave again and again, in different words, in different ages. What remains is the one who was always there, the one who watches, the witness, the quiet observer who saw you being born, growing, loving, losing, fearing, rejoicing, and who all the while did not move. He did not change. He did not age. He simply was and is. The sannyasi in Saffron walks the road not to find this witness. He walks because he has understood that searching is not needed. The witness is already here. He was always here. It is just that before he was drowned out by voices, desires, fears, names, stories. And now those voices have grown still, and what was beneath them remains. Renunciation does not take a person away from the world. It returns them to themselves. This is strange and simple at the same time. To leave the world in order to find yourself. To give everything away in order to understand that what is most essential cannot be given. It is not property. It belongs to no one and cannot be lost. And here is what matters. This silence is available not only to someone who has put on saffron and taken up a staff. It is available to everyone, right here, right now, in this room, in this night, in this breath. Janaka knew it, sitting on a throne. The mathematician knew it, looking at equations. The doctor knew it, bending over a patient. There is a moment. Sometimes it lasts a second, sometimes longer, when thoughts suddenly grow quiet, when there is no past and no future, only this, only now, only breath coming in and going out, only the warmth of the blanket, the weight of the body, the darkness behind closed eyes. This moment is a small sannyasa, a tiny renunciation of all that is unnecessary. And in it lives the same silence that dwells in the caves of the Himalayas, the same one that was behind Janaka's words about the burning palace, the same one that the traveler on the dawn road carries within him. You do not need to go anywhere. You do not need to change anything. Simply allow this night to be your small sannyasa. Let go of everything that happened today, everything that has not yet happened, but is already weighing on you. Names, tasks, conversations, plans. You can take all of it back in the morning. But for now, simply release it. The way a handful of dry sand releases itself quietly on its own, without effort. Breathe slowly, the way someone breathes who walks a road without hurry. One breath in, one breath out, and one more. There is nothing that needs to be done right now. There is nothing that is missing. Everything that matters is already here. Somewhere in the mountains, a person sits by a small fire. The fire is burning down. The stars look down. He thinks of nothing. He simply is. And in this simple being is everything that can be found on the long road of renunciation. Let this night be quiet. Let the body rest. Let the mind release what it held onto all day. And let the witness in you, quiet, still always here, simply be with you, without words, without effort. Sleep peacefully. You are safe. You are home, in the deepest sense of that word. And next time, we will travel to another place and another age, where a different tradition asked the same eternal questions, in different words, along different paths, but with the same silence at its foundation.